Hey, what is up everybody? How is it going? Welcome to the Ecomhunt YouTube channel. My name is Shirban, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you what is my conclusion. My conclusion after reviewing over thousands of stores that you guys have asked me to do. I have seen a lot of things that you have in common with your stores. Of course, you guys are doing a wonderful job. There are a lot of nice things and wonderful things that you're doing with your stores. But on the negative side, I have noticed a few mistakes that you guys have in common. Well, this comes from thousands of reviewed stores. And this is exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to present to you what are the top 5 small changes to your Shopify store that you probably forgot doing and that you should do right now after you're going to watch this video. So before getting started, please hit that like button because this video will be shown to a lot more people just like yourself and it will help us with the YouTube algorithm. And hit that subscribe button if you like our channel because you will get videos just like this one on a weekly basis. Plus, besides this, I'm doing daily 1-minute video with wonderful tips that will help you guys out in your dropshipping journey. So let's get started. Number 1, setting the phone number as optional on the checkout page. What does this mean? Well, the process goes like this. Somebody likes your ad, they click on it, they like your product, they decide to buy it, so they add it to the cart and you want to go further with the process. So what they will do next, they will put the information, right? They will write their full name, company name, their address, their everything they need to know, and then they will see phone number. And this is something like sensitive. If you think about it, it's pretty logical. And this is by default. On Shopify, you have to put out your phone number, you as a customer. So this is pretty logical if you think about it, because if the shipping company will not find your customer, they can call him, and that's pretty useful, right? But phone numbers are pretty sensitive and they are pretty personal information. I mean, I don't mind giving out my email. I don't care. Just send me updates on the email. But me as a customer, I would hate you to call me. I don't like that, especially when I'm buying something really cheap. When you're buying something that's worth like $30, $20, $40, you don't want to be called for that, okay? I want to be called if I'm buying a TV or furniture in the house or something like that, or a car, or who knows. I want to be called when I'm buying something more expensive, but I don't want to be bothered for $30 worth of products. And this is number 1. Number 2 would be phones are subject to spammers, and a lot of spammers are calling you, infomercials and commercials and a lot of stuff like that everybody hates. We are all familiar with that. So yeah, you as a dropshipper, you can disable this option. And if by default this option is enabled by Shopify, because that's the logical thing to do, you can go and change everything. You just go to the form options and you go to shipping address and phone number and mark it as optional. That's everything you have to do. And after that, after your customers will check out, they will not be obligated to give out their phone number. It will say optional. They don't have to give it. Otherwise, if they don't give it, it will look like an error and they cannot go further and customers will not appreciate this. And yeah, you can lose some customers because of this. For example, myself, I hate to be bothered on the phone. I don't like that kind of personal contact. I like to give out my email, and if you have any updates, you as a business, you can give them to me by email. So something important is that some payment processor companies will require a working phone number in order to process payments, so you don't have a choice, right? So in order for you to avoid this, you can try to switch to a different payment processor, or if you really have to ask for their phone number, just tell them that you are using their phone number only for update purposes and stuff like that, that it's not intrusive, it's not spammy, it's not anything like that, only so they can be updated, and in case they are not at home, they can be contacted. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2, changing button text and colors on the checkout page. When you're thinking about colors, what is the first thing that pops into your mind? Well, let me think about this. Children coloring books, colored pencils, something like that, right? Something in that area. But you couldn't be wronger. You know why? Because colors are a crucial element in any kind of business, not only in dropshipping, in e-commerce in general, in offline businesses, in everything. First of all, they represent something. Every color means something, right? It's not by any chance that the companies are using certain specific colors. For example, Ecomhunt is using the color green and white and sometimes black. That is the combination of Ecomhunt, and we have these colors so that you would recognize it. Anywhere you see an ad that looks like our ad, that's Ecomhunt. That has something to do with Ecomhunt. That is the power of color and branding. But I'm not talking only about branding. I am talking about customer psychology in general. Like, the psychology of the customers is set up by social standards. And for example, something that everybody really knows and something that's really widespread and widely popular is the fact that the color green means good, means go. It's good to go. You're all set. Purchase, stuff like that. And it comes from a lot of things. Like green, in our word, green means something peaceful, something good, something positive, right? And in traffic, like, everybody has a driver's license. Everybody knows that even if you don't have a driver's license, you're a pedestrian and you want to cross the street, you know that the green color means you should go. It's something good. And if we see all of these things in a daily basis, it becomes encrypted in our brains. It's something that our brain will subconsciously understand. And this works as customers, as businessmen, as everything. You don't want to put buttons and offers and stuff that you want to sell and upsells and cross-sells and stuff like that. You don't want to use other colors. I'm sure that maybe your brand has a orange tint to it. Maybe your brand has an orange color. This is not a reason to put your add to cart or purchase button color orange as well, because it goes well with the logo. No, that's not how it works. Even though you have an orange logo and your whole theme is orange, it doesn't matter. You should put your purchase and your add to cart buttons green. That's really important from a customer from a customer point of view, because psychologically speaking, green means good, go, let's do it, purchase. It gives the customer that safety feeling, that feeling of wanting to buy something, right? And on the opposite side, red means something bad, means stop here and look, right? And you understand what is the analogy. You don't always want to use green. You want to use green on important stuff, on buttons that you want to show your people, your customers to buy and stuff like that. And you want to show them red colors on maybe announcement bars, on different types of images for the photos. It means stop and look here. Same analogy, when you're walking down the street and you're seeing a red light, it means stop and look at me until I turn green, right? And this is deeply encrypted in everybody's mind, and we all work that way. So these two colors are really, really powerful. And besides this, I want to talk about text as well. A lot of people are not changing the custom text that Shopify is offering us. So, for example, after you go through the checkout page, you will see a Pay Now button. You don't want to use that Pay Now. That seems kind of aggressive. So this is where some custom tailoring comes into place. You could say continue or something like that. You don't want to be aggressive with your customers. And these are small details that could make your customer turn back and psychologically affect him. In your point of view, it's only a button that says Pay Now, which is logical. But in the customer's point of view, that's something aggressive and that might turn them down. There is a small chance that the customer will not like this, and that button, that Pay Now thing sucks. You could just say complete your order or continue with your order or something like that. More peaceful, more friendly, and use a green button as well. And these are the small changes that you could do in your colors and your text that would positively impact your customers' way of thinking and greatly influence their experience on your website. Let's move on. Number 3, mentioning your deals everywhere possible on your store. Most of the dropshipping stores that I have reviewed, they are offering free shipping, and that's not a bad thing. That's really good, actually. A lot of dropshippers do this because free shipping is one of the most signature moves of a dropshipping store, and I highly encourage you to offer free shipping if you can do that. That's not a problem. The issue is when I reviewed some stores, I found out that they are contradicting themselves with the free shipping message. So for example, on the first page, it says on the announcement bar, free shipping on all of the products. And that's good. Me as a customer, I say, yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's buy something. When I add something to the cart, it says free shipping for a limited time only. I would say, okay, what is this? On the home page, it said that free shipping for all the products, and now it says free shipping for a limited time only. Okay, maybe they have a mistake on their website. Let's move further. You hit next, you go to the checkout, and it says shipping calculated at the next step. Now, even though you as a businessman, you are offering them free shipping, you are confusing them because you are telling them three different things in three different steps. And I haven't seen this only in one or two stores. I've seen these things in a lot of stores. So instead of doing this, instead of confusing your customer, you could change that text. Instead of shipping is calculated at the next step, you could just say straightforward, your order is eligible for free shipping, or free shipping is applied, or just free shipping, instead of taxes and shipping are calculated at the checkout, because that would confuse them. What would your customer think if they would see three different things in 10 seconds when they want to buy something from you? They would feel confused, right? They would feel like you don't know what you're doing. It could scare them, right? So instead of letting the default things on Shopify taking over your customers' feelings, so to say, you could do this by yourself, and you could reassure your customer that they have free shipping on every step. And this is only an example. I was talking about free shipping here. This is a pretty important example. You could do this with other examples as well, that Shopify are doing them by default and that you could change in order to give your customer a better experience. Let's move on. Number 4, always manually capture payments for every order that you're getting. Why, you might be asked? This is something really cool. When somebody buys something from me, I just want to get my money automatically. Well, let me tell you a few reasons why this is such a bad idea. First of all, you might run out of stock. Your supplier suddenly will not have any more stock of your products. What will you do? Because think about this: when somebody buys something from you and you accept that transaction, Shopify and Stripe and what's your payment processor will charge you a small fee, a commission for that service, right? And you got to think about this. Imagine scaling and your supplier will not have any more of the products that you're selling. What will you do? It takes some time until you find somebody else, until you find a better price, until you put yourself on the feet again. This is first. And second of all, I'm talking about chargebacks. There are bad people out there. There could be some chargebacks. If somebody buys something from you, they could apply for a chargeback after that at a bank. This is something bad that people do, and you will lose all your money. So if you see that an order could be fraudulent, you could wait and you could check that order before accepting it. If you have automatic payments on, this would not be possible because the money will go into your bank account immediately. And if the order is fraudulent and maybe the credit card was stolen, maybe the owner is a bad person and they want to do a chargeback after that, there are some things that you could verify, such as the location of the order, the name, if the name matches the name on the card and stuff like that. These could be bad things. If the name that orders the product does not match the name on the credit card, and the address that the order was put on was 1,000 miles distance from the delivery address, this could raise some question marks, and you can decline such an order. I have declined a lot of orders just like this only for the fear of a chargeback. So these two are one of the most important reasons why I am telling you point number 4, which is to manually capture payments for all of the orders. It only takes a few seconds. Just do some checkings and after that accept it. Because if you don't do this, you are risking yourself for chargebacks, and you're risking yourself for not be able to deliver the product. Because once you accept a payment and you don't have stock, and your supplier does not have stock of the product, you will have to do a refund, or maybe make your customer wait a few more days until you find somebody else, and that's uncomfortable. That's not nice. So always be in control of everything that happens, including your payments. Let's move on to the final step. Number 5, disabling the add to cart notification. You might be wondering, what is this? Well, it's a small thing that has such a big impact. Let me tell you what is the psychology behind this. Well, when somebody buys something, take Amazon for example, which is a really big brand. How are people behaving? Like, they usually see something they like, they add it to the cart, and after that they scroll a bit more, they add something else to the cart, and they scroll a bit more, they add something else to the cart, and they might leave after that, come back after like 3 days, and they forgot about something. They will add it to the cart, they will add a lot more products to the cart, and finally after 5 days they will go to their cart and they will see $300 worth of products there, 8 products, and they would check out. This is not how a usual customer behaves in a dropshipping store. That would be nice. That's a dream for everybody, right? We as a dropshippers are a lot more smaller as a business, and our customers are a lot more fragile. Our customers don't come to our store because they know our name, because they don't know our name. They just found out about a product that we're selling and they are liking on Facebook, on or Instagram or Google Ads, something like that, and they just clicked on the ad. Once they will hit the X button, if you're not retargeting them, they will be gone, right? And you gotta do your best in order to keep them on the store and to make them buy. That's our whole purpose, right? So in reality, if we have a add to cart notification, meaning that when somebody just clicks on add to cart to a product, they will get a message. Your product was added to the cart, and that will disappear after that. Leaving them to remember that they have something in the cart and go to the cart and check out and stuff like that. If we rely on this, in reality, our customers will forget about this and they will exit the store forgetting to buy our products. So we as a dropshippers have a duty. Our duty is to show our customer the product at all times. You want to close them as fast as possible, right? Leaving them hanging like that, it's a no-go. That's really bad. Your customer needs to check out as fast as possible without any kind of interferences. You want them to see the ad, click the ad, see the product, add to cart, and the second when they click add to cart, they should be transferred to the checkout page where they can see the product, the costs clearly, they can see everything, and when they click on the buy now button, they would already pay for the product. That's what you want them to do. We are a small brand, we are just getting started. We want to close people as fast as possible. So I hope you get the analogy. These are two different, very, very different things. Amazon does not work like this, and big brands like Amazon do not work like this. They are relying on people adding a lot of products to the cart, and they will leave the products to the cart for a long period of time before they will check out, because they are a really big, trustworthy company. And dropshipping stores are usually smaller businesses that rely on customers buying something as fast as possible. And remember, if you actually win a customer, if you actually make a customer to buy something from you, it's a lot more easier to keep them as your customers and to always keep in touch with them with new offers, and they will always buy something from you. And it's really easy to do this. You have here what you need to do. And you have to just disable this show notifications when item is added to the cart. So that's it. Now that's everything you have to do. Now your customers are going straight to your cart after clicking the add to cart button, and they will not be lost anymore. Remember this. With a dropshipping store, your customers are just like small babies, and you want to present them things as simple and clean as possible, and everything should be as smooth and as fast as possible. And by doing this, you're doing exactly that. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like button, because it will help us tremendously with this video, because it will be shown to a lot more people just like yourself. And hit that subscribe button. This would help us a lot indeed, because you will be notified when we are posting videos just like this one. And besides that, I'm doing daily 1-minute videos with amazing tips for you guys that will help you a lot on your dropshipping journey. Thank you for watching. See you next week.